Moving on from content, we're going to look at ArcGIS Pro. So ArcGIS Pro is our desktop solution. It's probably the tool that's used by many of you in this room to do your day-to-day heavy lifting for ArcGIS. It is the next generation, it's the current generation of desktop technology, replacing old Uncle ArcMap, who is very sadly retiring. So if you have got a long relationship with ArcMap, that's great. Say farewell and wish him or her well on his retirement. So ArcGIS Pro is the future, and we'd be really keen to hear if there's any barriers you see to prevent you from moving to Pro, but Pro is definitely the future, and there's a huge amount of investment that's gone in to make it a very capable and powerful desktop application. We would go to say it's the most powerful desktop GIS application in the universe, unless you can prove otherwise. We'll stick with that. And there's its ongoing improvements as well as what are coming. Alongside the core of ArcGIS Pro are the extensions. So many of these extensions are focused on specific data workflows or capabilities, and they provide extra toolbars and capabilities that can be unlocked inside of ArcGIS Pro. Many of you use these extensions today. One of the things with Greg's announcement was that some of these extensions will now be available to you that you previously didn't maybe have access to. So please do check out the extensions and see how they maybe can complement or improve your existing workflows and application. One core area of ArcGIS Pro is in the mapping and cartography space. So the capabilities within ArcGIS Pro to make really compelling and engaging maps with dynamic symbology have improved hugely from the predecessor application, ArcMap. Using these applications to create amazing maps, which can then be shared through ArcGIS Online or ArcGIS Enterprise to be consumed by people on web browsers or applications, is a real cornerstone capability of ArcGIS Pro. While you can still use ArcGIS Pro to make ugly maps, there are a number of tools in there to make sure that the chances of making ugly maps is minimized. Wizards, advice, etc. But that connected aspect of ArcGIS Pro and capability is really important. What I want to do now is pass across to our second presenter, Fran, to show us what's new in ArcGIS Pro.
Cool. Thanks, Scott. Okay, let's see some of the new updates in ArcGIS Pro 3.2. Starting with productivity and visualization enhancements. Now updating symbology is faster. With the new auto apply button, you can change colors, change patterns, and see all these changes be applied automatically without hitting apply each time. And after I've configured my symbology, my labels, charts, and other properties like visibility ranges and definition queries, I can take all the work I've done with the new copy and paste properties. So I see all these changes be applied to my new layer, and now it has all the same labels, symbology, and definition queries. Another feature we want to highlight is the new Generate Schema report, which will make reporting your geodatabase schema easier. These reports can be used to document your data models and support open data initiatives. Now let's explore one of the new 3D analysis tools all the way in the States. Here we see the perimeter of Idaho's 2010 Banner Fire. During this fire, the U.S. Forest Service collected air samples, capturing measurements of smoke aerosols. In this scene, we're seeing the locations of these measurements symbolized by CO2 levels. Using these points, we can use the new IDW 3D tool to interpolate this data and understand the CO2 concentrations with a continuous voxel layer. Turning on the result, we see the volume and CO2 concentrations of the smoke plume. And to get a better understanding of the values throughout, we can slice through the cloud and see where the highest values of CO2 are. If we're interested in specific CO2 values, we can use isosurfaces. They provide a clear visualization of the distribution within the plume. So as you can see here, we adjust the values, and we can see the spatial distribution of these specific CO2 values in the smoke plume. So with the interactive outputs of the new IDW 3D tool, we can get a deeper understanding of this data, making complex, multidimensional data simple and digestible. But now we're going to switch gears and look at census data. We're very excited about the upcoming 2023 census data layers that will be available later this year, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, we'll look at the 2018 census data many of you are familiar with. As we know, this data set has a lot of information, which can make visualizing and comparing variables a little challenging. So to make exploring these variables easier, we can use the new radio group type. These changes are checkboxes to radio buttons. And now we can toggle between the different factors that we're interested in. And at Pro 3.2, sharing these insights just got easier. With all our variables in the radio group type, we can use the new thematic map series to automatically generate a page for each layer in the group. This will make sharing and creating your maps faster than before. So those are a few of the new enhancements and features we invite you to explore with the latest ArcGIS Pro update. Thank you.